Good morning, Chelsea fans. It's Chels Daft here. Monday the 14th of September. The Premier League was back this weekend, as we've all sat and witnessed. And tonight, Chelsea are back. We're going to look at the game, look at a potential lineup, and ask the questions. TIMO or TAMMY, and Kai Havertz or Mason Mount, or even both. Let's get cracking. So guys, it's been a busy transfer window for Chelsea, and despite Jurgen Klopp's moaning and Frank Lampard's excellent retort where he's pointing out the fact that Man City, Liverpool for example have spent huge amounts of money over a period of time, Chelsea have just done exactly the same but in one hit. And we're a good squad now. If you've missed any of my last couple of videos, I put together a little mini series building up to the Premier League starting. First of all, last Wednesday, we looked at the squad and just exactly how strong Chelsea are coming into this new season. Then on Thursday, we looked at a strongest possible 11 with everyone fit and raring to go. Then on Friday, we looked at the question if we're title challengers this season, or if we're not, what the expectation levels are. So make sure you check out those three videos. They'll be linked at the end of this video, so make sure you check those out. But today we're going to get into the game against Brighton, and it's a bit strange situation. Bearing in mind the only pre-season game that we've seen, we took on Brighton a couple of weeks ago, where unfortunately Hakim Ziyech picked up his injury and he's going to miss today's game. Thiago Silva had to go into quarantine and he was due to start training with Chelsea this weekend just gone. He's not going to be available, and Ben Chilwell is still recovering from an injury that forced him out of the Leicester squad towards the end of last season. We await news on Christian Pulisic, whether Christian Pulisic is going to be fit enough to start the game. Bearing in mind FA Cup final, he had his hamstring tear. It might still be too early, bearing in mind that we've got Liverpool coming up next weekend. So it's going to be interesting to see the team selection. The thing is, the natural thing for people in football to have a look at Chelsea with all these new signings and all the money being spent, you're only going to see two of them in Timo Werner and Kai Havertz today. And you have to ask the question, in what formation, in what positions? So let's get into the team for today and possible scenarios. There's so many solutions that are available despite having as many players out that we do. In goal is the big question at the moment. We know that Edouard Mendy is due to be signing for Chelsea. We're just waiting for that official confirmation and the announcement to be made. It's between Kepa and Willy Caballero, and I think that the gauntlet will be laid down to Kepa tonight and he'll start the game with Frank Lampard pretty much telling him, we're signing Mendy, it's now up to you to make this position your own. Go out there and show us what you can do. Kepa will start for me. He'll start in goal. In defence, a familiar back four, bearing in mind Thiago Silva and Ben Chilwell are both missing through injury, and the fact that Thiago Silva's had to quarantine when he first came to Chelsea. He's only just started training this past weekend. It's too soon for him. So the back four will be Marcos Alonso. I'm going to go Andreas Christensen, Kurt Zuma and Reece James, with Cesar Azpi too soon for him after his hamstring injury in the FA Cup final. So that's the back five. So 4-3-3 formation for me, and in the middle of midfield I think you're going to see N'Golo Kanté back, fit, firing, raring to go, refreshed, looking sharp, as Frank Lampard had said the other day. N'Golo Kanté will sit just in that central area, not so much right back in front of the defence, but in the central area, patrolling that area as he does, as the best in the world at doing it. Alongside him, two players to be given licence to go box to box and influence in the final third, and that will be Kai Havertz for his debut and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who needs to step up this year. He needs to be hopefully injury free and show everyone what he can do. We all know the quality that he's got, and he could put up a real challenge to Mason Mount and Kai Havertz this season for a position in our midfield, either as a box-to-box midfielder or even as a number 10. So that's my midfield three, along with the back four and the goalkeeper. So up front, options that we've got: Tammy Abraham, Timo Werner, Mason Mount, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now, Callum Hudson-Odoi, for me, needs to influence games for longer spells in games. I don't think he's doing enough at the moment. I don't think tonight he's going to start the game, and I think you're going to see a slightly adjusted role for the likes of TIMO Werner and Mason Mount. I think Tammy will start the game up front. I think Tammy deserves to start the game after a great season last season. Giroud came in and did well. Could you see Giroud starting? I think Tammy will be given the opportunity against Brighton. Bearing in mind they've lost one of their centre backs. Duffy had gone. I think they're slightly weaker at the back, and it'd be an opportunity to try and play a much more mobile attacking three, which is why I think Tammy will start up front. In the wide areas on the right hand side, you could see Mason Mount up on that wide right position, but with licence to roam, come inside as he did effectively FA Cup semi-final against Man United, for example. And then I think Timo Werner will be given an opportunity to play starting from the left-hand side, but again cutting in and just playing a little bit free, but getting up there supporting Tammy Abraham as much as possible. You look at that starting 11, which I'm putting up here now, and you're going to see that the possibilities for creativity through midfield and in the wide attacking areas and up front is exciting, despite the players we've got missing. That's my starting 11. Kepa, Alonso, Christensen, Zuma, Reece James, Conte, Kai Havertz, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Mason Mount, Timo Werner, Tammy Abraham. It's a game where Chelsea just need to put a performance in. As I say, we've got plenty of people out injured. We've got plenty of people unavailable for suspension, for quarantined, and just the fact they haven't trained as much as they need to be ready for the season. Christian Pulisic will be on the bench. He's back already training, but I think it's better to give him a week to make him stronger for the Liverpool game coming up next weekend. But we've all seen the Premier League team start this season. We just need to start on a good foot, put in a good performance, and hopefully take a good 3 points. If we can get a clean sheet and score 2, 3, 4 goals, it'll be perfect. A perfect way to start the season. What do you guys think of the team selection? Do you think it'll be different? Do you think he'll go with Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic? Do you think he'll go with Tammy up front or Timo up front? How do you think Kai Havertz will play? And Ruben Loftus-Cheek, do you think they'll be involved? Or is it going to be different permutations? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash the like button for me and then subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. But make sure you hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss my videos when they come out. Once again, just a reminder, check out the 3 videos of the mini-series of building up to the season starting tonight, which are listed here for more content from my channel. Thank you guys so much for your support so far. Nearly on 11,000 subscribers now. Amazing, unbelievable. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Looking forward to the game. Make sure you follow me for updates on social media. Chels Daft on Twitter. That's Chels Daft without the EA on Chelsea on Twitter. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Come on, Chelsea.